I do post these to YouTube, and this helps me make it flow a little bit better for those videos. Hey everybody, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm Bill. We are logged on to the Pilot Edge network, and this is another real-world flight debrief. This one's a little bit shorter than the last one we did down to Montgomery, but we're still headed in the same direction. Yesterday, which I still can't believe that it was only yesterday. Today was incredibly long, and yesterday afternoon was incredibly long. So it feels like that was last week, but it was actually yesterday. I still can't wrap my head around that. Brad, I'm gonna say it. You're gonna roll your eyes, Brad. But Brad, one of my best friends and instructor, flew. He's a private jet pilot. Flew from Cabo to Palomar after having airlined down to Cabo. So he airlines from John Wayne and then flies a Citation Sovereign to Palomar. Needs a ride. Options: 2-hour Uber from Palomar. Another option: Bill picks me up in a POS POS little trainer and turns into a 30-minute fun little trip. So we went with that option, and it was a great flight. I've been a pilot for private pilot for almost 2 years now, which also seems absolutely crazy. This is the second time I've flown solo since being a private pilot. So the flight down there to pick them up, very weird, but it was super fun. And let's just do a kind of a standard cool SoCal flight on Pilot Edge.
Clear for takeoff, 2 Papa Tango.
John McGround, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, continue.
Number 204 Lima Echo ground, number 20 right, taxi me Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. Okay. So we've talked about this a couple of times. John Wayne is a really weird airport. It has a lot of unique, like little local procedures. They do things very weird from a standard procedure perspective. So it's really the worst case scenario for an online network to focus around an airport. And John Wayne is the focal point of Pilot Edge for a couple of reasons. That, I don't really know. It's got a variety of different procedures, VFR, IFR approaches. It's centrally located in ZLA for the most part. So it kind of tends to be the focal point of a lot of the ratings on Pilot Edge, and people congregate to it. That being said, they do a really, really good job of mimicking the real-world procedures. A lot of what makes John Wayne unique in real life is the traffic volume. And it is not replicated in Pilot Edge or really any online scenario. So a lot of that stuff is kind of removed from the equation on Pilot Edge because you just don't have the crossing traffic. There's no one taking off here. There's not 7 arrivals that SoCal has stacked up here. So there's a lot of things that we can do in the sim that we can't do in real life because of that. We could do it in the real world if the traffic levels were lower. They don't operate 24/7. It's 8 a.m. Pacific time to 11 p.m. Pacific time. That's their Pilot Edge operating hours within the coverage area.
You gave me instructions to clear me, but right at the end you said something, but it didn't come through clear to me at my machine.
Okay. And if you don't understand, just ask. Don't guess what I said. But yeah, turn on course to briefs.
Good point. I will. Thanks.
That is a good point.
That was 513. That's reported. Right.
Yeah, and for those of you that are new to the stream, Flying Monkey is a real-world controller at John Wayne, so which is awesome to have his participation. Johnny Tower, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, holding short 20 right at Kilo, request departure from 20 left.
204 Lima Echo, Johnny Tower, cross right 20 at Kilo, or my 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Crossing 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff 20. Crossing 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff 20 left at Kilo, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. So right now, Flying Monkey just twitched a little bit. This that clearance is not allowed at John Wayne, again because of the amount of traffic. Cleared left, cleared right. So Pilot Edge doesn't have that particular little SOP in there. I think that came from the FAA, Flying Monkey, if I'm remembering correctly, within the last 6 years, which is I think when Pilot Edge has their documentation from. I'm not sure on. I think there was like a timing on that. Okay, lights, heats, ignitions. Make sure it's full, ready to go. Yeah, they don't issue a crossing and takeoff clearance in the same instruction.
02 Foxtrot switching 12527. Have a good night.
San Monica Tower, Aero 699 Juliet, fully short of 21, ready to go. 6999 Juliet, Santa Monica Tower, my 21, clear for takeoff.
Oh, it's just the best. So would they say cross 20 right, hold short 20 left? Yeah. Yep. So that only matters from like an immersion realistic perspective. Ultimately, you just do what you're instructed to do. So it doesn't, like, that's not anything that you would need to remember or know or anything. If you're at John Wayne and they do give you a crossing and clear to take off instruction, you're cleared to cross and take off. They won't do that, but the important thing is that, you know, they you do what you're instructed to do. So Aviator 1996, what's up, man? Are you in where are you right now? Tell me your exact location. Now, are you in OKC now? Heck yeah. That's awesome.
466 Delta information Bravo, I-5 to Las Vegas for the I-5.
Professional Edger, are you joining him as well? I can see through these, by the way.
Delta, Roger.
So those don't count. God, that looks so real.
With 3 Delta Sierra, my 1, let's right, clear for the option.
I can see these. I can see through these.
204 Lima Echo radar contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure 204 Lima Echo. Sue.
99 Juliet contact SoCal.
Yeah, that's a little baby one, but that was good. Now these are a little. This is a little sketchy here. We'll just get out of the way of those guys. I can see through this one. This is not a cloud. SoCal approach, good evening, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, 1,700 climbing restricted.
204 Lima Echo, SoCal departure, resume on navigation, cancel altitude restriction.
ONAV up to 3,000, 204 Lima Echo.
SoCal departure, 699 Juliet, 1,800 for 3,000.
Okay, there is a house that is basically just a compound. That's right on this heading. Yeah, we're threading. Luckily, we can see through all these.
Correction number 5466 Delta, cleared to the Las Vegas Port Van Nuys 3 departure, tag transition.
Where is it?
Maintain 4,000. Spec level 23010.
It's coming up.
Departure frequency 134.2. Squawk 1730.
Las Vegas Airport, Van Nuys departure. Tag transition
it's one of these.
10 minutes after departure.
Is it that one? That might be it right there. There's just more trees, so it doesn't look as big. Yep, that's it right there.
Juliet, contact departure 134.9. 134.9, Juliet.
That one right on the end. Yep. Pretty sure that was it.
SoCar approach, Archer 1679er Hotel, I need to log off. Thanks for the help.
Emily Tower, Lancer, 122 Papa Tango, request frequency translation.
I'm sorry, last calling was a little bit broken. Say again.
122
Let's
Papa
see
Tango,
here.
I need to get a frequency update.
For 2 Pop Tango, as soon as you leave the class Delta, you're authorized to change on your own if you want to. Frequency change approved.
Okay, I'd like to go.
SoCar departure, Aero 699 Juliet 3,500 for 4,000 direct stand volume.
99 Juliet, SoCal departure, Bravo maintain 5,000.
5,000, 99 Juliet.
Departure Lancer, 122 Papa Tango, 5,000, climbing to 5,500.
For 122 Papa Tango,
No, I
SoCal
think
approach.
there's
Roger. You want radar service?
Yeah, get flight following, we're going to do the coastal transition to Papa Tango.
Roger, squawk 4565.
interesting.
4, 5, 6.
You got the honeycomb stuff, huh? Sweet. I was actually just looking at that today. Sporty sent an email and had like a sale on them, and I was like, let me just look at this. But
The 3 Delta Sierra
Yeah.
taxi via Bravo, enter maintenance frequency.
Scooby, they are very cool. I agree.
Bravo means
Like, look at how freaking pretty this sim is.
For 122 Papa Tango, radar contact, 14 miles west of NI's. What's the aircraft type?
The Lima Echo Golf 2 is the Lancer Legacy, Lima Echo Golf 2 Flash Golf.
That looks so cool.
Papa Tango, Roger, remain outside of Bravo airspace and advise when you're established on the Los Angeles 323 radio.
You could probably go
to
to
Papa Tango, advise when I'm established on the 323 radio to Papa Tango.
These do conveniently become very translucent when you get close. Just before we get ready to taxi here, what runway can we expect to take off?
Or 66 Delta, your choice, runway 15 or 8. I guess runway 15, you want something?
Roger, we'll take 15 when we're ready for taxi. Thanks. 66 Delta.
Oh, typing and flying at the same time. Not a good call. Not a good call. I can see through this one. This is stupid. These clouds are dumb. Yeah. It's an interesting interpretation of what a cloud is, but yeah, I can see through that, so... Right? That is unobstructed visibility. Just slightly like contrast taken out. Yes, they do not. And they also don't do that here in real life either. I don't like where these clouds are. So we're gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to treat these a little bit more realistic, I think. Julia.
Or 204 Lima Echo, traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles eastbound, altitude indicated 2,200, type unknown.
Traffic in sight, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. Exactly, Cole. Julia! Scotch! Dude, that just... It looks incredible. That looks absolutely incredible. Like, it would be... If I did, like, a little bit of... Like, a little bit of color correction on that, you could absolutely convince somebody that that's a picture out of a real plane. You would have to look really close that shadow up at the top
122 Papa Tango.
looks a little bit goofy.
323 LAX radio requesting coastal transition.
2 Papa Tango, contact SoCal.
There's a little aliasing on the shadows, but
134.9.
like that's pretty damn good.
SoCal Landfair 122 Papa Tango on the 323 radio from LAX requesting the coastal transition.
122 Papa Tango, SoCal approach cleared through the Bravo airspace via the coastal route, maintain VFR at 5,500.
To the airspace, maintain VFR 5,500.
What's up, Adoned? Yeah, I don't know what course that is, Raul. What are we gonna do here? That's the question. 2,500 foot shelf. You know what? Let's do this. SoCal Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. We've got clouds right at our cruising altitude. We're gonna go up to 5,500.
Roger.
What's the best way to study landmarks? In what context? Like for flight planning stuff? So I can fly without GPS. Do you have a particular area, or are you just talking about like in general? Because it depends on where you are. Sometimes it's really hard to navigate via pilotage in like the Midwest, you know, where it's just all cornfields. There might not be any visual landmarks, so you might have to use VORs, or you know, it's highly recommended to use VORs. But a really good way to do it would be use Google Maps. Google Maps is a good method. You know, looking at the sectional. You don't have time to look around when you're in LA. Bravo airspace. So for LA, that would be a little bit different. That Bravo really is not as confusing as it appears to be when you look at the whole airspace in general. They really did a pretty good job of denoting different shelves of that airspace from with freeways. So freeways, LA River, various kind of like hills or, you know, little mountains. So there's other methods to understanding where you're at in relation to the Bravo, as long as you have a sectional, where you don't need GPS. So the more complex the airspace is, sometimes it can actually get even easier, because with that complex airspace typically means you've got more stuff going on. You've got cities, you have major rivers, freeways, all that kind of stuff that come with congested airspace. What tends to be tougher is when you're out in the middle of nowhere, when you don't have those visual landmarks. The airspace is simpler, but you may not have a real good cue as to which direction you're facing, other than the instrumentation in your plane. If you're just strictly going like, okay, I want to head that way. It came to me by understanding the layout of the city, roads, highways, and large buildings in my area. But I'm in Dallas, so I have quite a few landmarks to relate to. Yeah, and that's exactly what kind of my point was, John, is that you have varying degrees of complexity that have their own various challenges, right? So like being out in the middle of the Midwest is not difficult airspace at all. But what it does not have are mountains, oceans, large cities, all these cues that busier airspaces do have. So, you know, those are the situations where you're going to want a river, you're going to want a water tower, you're going to want a train station or a you know, corn mill or whatever, you know, silos, that kind of stuff. Whereas in the larger metropolitan area, you know, you've got downtown, you've got usually a larger source of water, so you've got a river, a lake, a ocean, something like that. You got bigger freeways that are more noticeable. So the more complex airspace does typically come with more options for navigations. Yeah, and the sectional is obviously what you're going to be flying with. So a good way, you know, like Peter says, like that's what you're using in the plane. So a good way to practice that is use the sectional to pick out a you know, something along your path, along your flight path. Pick something out, and then from there, go to Google Earth and see what it looks like, you know, from the sky. Load up Microsoft Flight Simulator. 19.6 Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo. 19.6.
Okay, there was 698 Juliet, 5,000. Right, Juliet, SoCal approach, Roger.
Burbank clearance, King Air 831 Kilo Alpha. I'd like to pick up IFR to San Francisco with Bravo.
830 Kilo Alpha, Burbank clearance, go to the San Francisco Airport, orders to departure, course transition, that is filed, maintain 4,000, departure frequency 134.2, squawk 4344.
Sectional, just like we were talking about.
Clear to the San Francisco Airport,
Yeah.
orders to departure, course transition,
Just
filed, maintain 4,000,
look out the window.
134.2,
Timed it.
and 4344 in the box, King Air 1 Kilo Alpha.
Yep.
1 Kilo Alpha, read that correct.
Time the legs, time the direction, all that stuff.
Altimeter 3002, arriving and departing runway 24. ILS runway 24 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Sierra.
5466 Delta, Burbank Tower, my 15, clear for takeoff.
Runway 15, clear for takeoff, 66 Delta.
Renata Juliet, clear direct
Oh,
Dana.
crap.
Resume L navigation. Direct Dana, 9 Juliet.
Whoops,
Burbank ground, King Air.
Terrible altitude
831
control.
Kilo Alpha, over Millionaire with Bravo, ready to taxi.
831 Kilo Alpha, Burbank runway 15, taxi via Bravo.
Scott, I used to work for a company called Griot's Garage. We sold a towel that was called the PFM towel. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, 5,500 information Sierra at Palomar.
204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, Roger.
It's okay when it's time, but once ATC deviates you from the plan, what happens? Yeah, you just look down.
Destination 8 is at 126.0.
Okay, what sucker hole are we gonna pick here?
Pantera 122 Papa Tango.
Which one are we gonna use?
500 descending to 3,000.
Oh, we're gonna go right here. Here we go.
2 Papa Tango, SoCal approach, roger.
Clear the restricted area.
402 Foxtrot, contact SoCal approach 134.9.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the size of this hole right here. This is
Switching 134.9.
no sweat.
Foxtrot, good night.
466 Delta, contact SoCal departure.
Turn over to SoCal 66 Delta. SoCal, King Air 5466 Delta, climbing 2,000 for 4,000.
For 5466 Delta, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 900,000.
Climb and maintain 9,000, 66 Delta.
This is so great. This is so fun.
John Wayne clearance delivery. Good evening. Skyhawk 552 Sierra Papa is.
Yeah, the sextants are just crazy. It's so wild, man.
Ready to copy clearance. I'd like to do the I2 rating for practice.
For 5466 Delta, clear direct laying, resume the departure, and if you climb now, maintain 12,000.
So maintain 12,000 direct. Where were we direct for 66 Delta?
Direct laying and resume the departure.
There's the hovercraft base right there.
The SoCal approach, hello, Caravan 1102 Foxtrot, 11,000.
For 1102 Foxtrot, SoCal approach the LA altimeter 3002. For 5520 Sierra Papa John Wayne clearance delivery cleared to the Palomar Airport on departure.
This is less than standard.
Victor 23 and then it's filed. Maintain 5,000, departure frequency 128.1, squawk 5347.
There's Oceanside VOR.
Palomar Airport heading 175, radar vectors Victor 23, then is filed. Climb maintain 5,000, departure frequency 128.1, squawk 5347 for 552 Sierra Papa.
For 552 Sierra Papa, read back correct. November 66 Delta, contact LA Center 125.27.
I am descending to 3,500 and I have information kilo at John Wayne.
For 2 Papa Tango, roger, proceed to Mile Square Park and contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
126.8, 2 Papa Tango.
All right. We got clear of the clouds, sorta.
For 5466 Delta LA Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Sorta figured it out. They should be.
Lance Air 122 Papa Tango.
Yeah, the Dolly Parton off the 5 there.
For 204 Lima Echo, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, contact Palomar Tower 118.6.
18.6, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
For 2 Papa Tango, go ahead.
Inbound for landing, headed to Mile Square Park.
122 Papa Tango, John Wayne Tower on a right downwind, runway 20 right, cleared to land.
20 right, cleared, I think it said left down, right downwind, 20 right, 2 Papa Tango.
Affirmative, right downwind, 20 right, cleared to land.
Okay. Downwind, 20 right, cleared to 20 left, 2 Papa Tango. Did I get that right?
Negative, not runway 20 left, enter the right downwind for 20 right, and runway 20 right.
Okay, can we see?
Land. Okay, thanks for your patience.
Nope.
Downwind 20 right, runway 20 right, 2 Papa.
Palomar Tower, Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo, information Sierra, just off the coast, full stop.
I think that was 2 or 3 at once. Was it 4 Lima Echo calling?
Affirmative 204 Lima Echo, 8 miles to the west, full stop with Sierra.
Or 204 Lima Echo, Palomar Tower, and a right downwind, runway 24, clear to land.
Right downwind 24, cleared land, 204 Lima Echo. PW, it has been mentioned. The 2021 results
Yes, sir. 831
are in,
Alpha, short of 15, ready.
and we are happy to announce that for the second year running, #1 Discord on the internet.
15 clear for takeoff.
What do you think about that?
Alpha.
For 02 Foxtrot,
Okay,
contact
lights are
SoCal
good.
approach
We are
124.4.
seriously flirting with VFR minimums here. That looks
102 Foxtrot, 127.4.
absolutely insanely real. Holy crap.
November 1102 Foxtrot, SoCal approach.
SoCal approach, 02 Foxtrot, go ahead.
127.4.
This is like... That's a cloud.
Copy 127.4. Sorry, I was trying to get some ATIS.
Couldn't see through that one. These are all very annoyingly placed clouds.
John Wayne Ground, Skyhawk 552 Sierra Papa is ready to taxi. We're at the west ramp.
552 Sierra Papa, John Wayne Ground, runway 20 right taxi via Bravo Kilo.
I know. You can see. You could still see through them. It's fine.
Bravo and Kilo 552 Sierra Papa.
We'll be fine.
SoCal approach, Caravan 1102 Foxtrot, 11 down.
1102 Foxtrot, SoCal approach, hello.
This looks like crisp. Looks really crisp and nice.
Contact departure, 1 Kilo Alpha. SoCal departure, King Air 831 Kilo Alpha is with you, 1,800, climbing 4,000.
And also with you.
Right, 1 Kilo Alpha, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000.
They're better. Like the clouds are better.
1 Kilo Alpha.
The visibility is better, but it's still not how clouds really work. But luckily out here we don't have to worry about them too much. With you. Hello. Hi. That sound effect, the follow. Like if anyone is lurking here and hasn't followed, if you do follow, that sound effect and GIF was taken at this airport. Fun little fact there. Okay. Short approach. Yeah, visibility just went to crap, didn't it? Here we go. La, da, da. 4 flights telling me 500. That looks nice. Yeah, landing on runway 6 is better. Ooh, get back on there. Get back there. Get back there. So I landed the other direction, so I got off on this taxiway instead. So immersion broken.
Kilo Alpha, clear direct tiller, resume the departure and climb via SID.
Direct tiller, resume on navigation, climb via departure, Kilo Alpha.
4 Lima Echo, it's via Alpha to parking in our mass frequency.
Alpha to parking will stay with you. Skyhawk 204 Lima Echo.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. There it is. There's Palomar. Bryce. How about that? How about I learn how to read? Bryce. Thank you very much for following. Welcome.
Departure flighting 220, radar vector Sill Beach direct.
Pull into.
Maintain 2,000, expect 3,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 3076.
Beautiful.
Clear to the
Little unorthodox,
220 after depart.
but I still say that that was a successful little flight.
What do you have in?
The Pellegrino stuff. Vodka and Pellegrino. Of whatever. There's like a couple of open ones in there. Early morning. Scooby. Good to see you too, man. Yeah, that was a nice, successful little flight there. This is a really underrated airport for our little John Wayne crew. It is just outside of cross-country length. It is 44 miles. So it is like right on the edge of being a cross-country flight. There's another airport just past that called Ramona, and that is the typical cross-country flight for a lot of the flight schools at John Wayne. So this is the actual airport that we just saw. So this was yesterday, which still feels really weird saying that. I can't believe that it was only yesterday, but let's let the CPU, poor RAM has to freak out. Bryce, that is well above my pay grade. That is well above my pay grade. Yeah, here's my right. Yeah, Brad, I don't know if you're still in here. I don't think so. No. Never mind. Dude, what the hell? Okay. Well, I actually fly, thank you, buddy, directly over Legoland. And I had no idea Legoland was over here. I actually had no idea where Legoland was at all. So, yep. So the winds were coming out of the east, northeast, and this is the long final for runway 6. It's very weird. No, it's okay. No, it's a great question. So an APU is the auxiliary power unit on larger jets. So it's a smaller jet itself. It's an actual jet engine that is used to generate power on the plane. So it will run the air conditioning, it'll run the avionics, it'll run, whatever, lighting, any equipment on the plane while it's on the ground without the engines off. The bleed, I don't actually know what APU bleed is. I don't want to even guess. Bleed air from the APU. Yeah, so Sidestick Scott is an actual airline pilot that flies jets big enough to have that. There's Legoland. So there's that. And then all the way down here. But yeah, this is like, it's such a nice airport. Huge runway, at least width-wise. Really easy to get in and out of. Really cool controllers. Great restaurant. Nice, super easy parking. It's actually a fun golf course right there. That would be cool to watch the plane. Well, most of them would be pretty high up by the time they got there, but yeah, that does look nice. Yeah, I don't actually know where Stone is either. That's like one of the few breweries around here that I haven't been to yet. I think it's out further east. Evan, but I'm not sure. This was a terrible landing. The winds had shifted, so I had a tailwind, like I had a crossing tailwind for this one. I was the last plane to actually land reverse op, so it was a little wonky there. You can see how serious I am. Oh, super serious. Landing face guy. So serious. And then here are the two high-speed taxiways. So in the sim just now, I took this one off the right here. It was for sure the 5G, yeah. Yeah. It is not beneath me to make excuses at all. There's Brad and his Sovereign waiting. Is the landing speed for those planes? Oh, what is the landing speed? It is 40, 45. I think is when it will finally stop flying. Yeah, so there you go. That is the real Palomar. It's cool how that worked out, right? All right, now we're gonna take our